What's going on, people? Feroncio here, back with another Battle Mage Saga episode. Folks, before we start, I want to tell you that I have defeated the large rune bear that was in this area here, and also the Double Knight Cavalry that appears with a caravan here at night. So both of these fights are now available as shorts and are in the Battle Mage Saga playlist, and you can watch it at your own leisure. I also have done the invasion that happens over here and have recorded, but the invasion was so easy and so short in duration that I did not post it. Let me know in the comments below if you like to see it. I have also duplicated and redeemed the remembrance of the Full Moon Queen, getting both the Carrion Regal Scepter and Renala's Full Moon Sorcery, and upgrade the scepter all the way to 9. It is now my official scepter. So in this area here we have two Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stones. One is acquired by defeating Anastasia after she invades, the other by completing Latena's questline at the Apostate Derelict all the way on the top. I got the first one and used it to upgrade Moonveil all the way to +10, so let's go get the second one to upgrade our stuff to the max as well. And the biggest challenge, that is a walking mausoleum that spits magical fire all over. But after we hit the site of grace in the church, that fire will stop. And after we finish with Latena's quest line, we'll then go back to Liurnia of the Lakes to collect the Stargazer Heirloom Talisman for our Battle Mage. This will give us +5 intelligence, boosting our damage on our sorceries and on Moonveil as well. And finally, we'll go back to Mount Gelmir, defeat a magma worm that lurks in the area, and convince Alexander Iron Fist to help us distract the fire giant, which we'll then battle. A totally packed episode full of action. So let's go. We will start by putting a waypoint here, and then a waypoint here, and last a point in here, which is where we want to go. I want to warn you guys, this area is full of BS. There is a lot of magic fire coming from the sky, and it is a lottery. There is no way to predict if we're going to get hit or not. There is a good chance of being hit multiple times and dying, or there is a chance that we don't get hit and avoid all this pain. But it is unpredictable. We don't know, and there is no way to avoid that. It's just pure luck. So there is a golden seed right here, and I'm going to collect, and then there is a ghost right by its side, and that marks the point where the fire is going to start coming from the sky. You can start to see that. I'm going to equip a talisman to help mitigate this magic fire, and also I'm going to drink my pot. And the idea here is to hug those rocks as much as I can and try to avoid getting hit by. Don't worry about the loot, we can get the loot later. The important thing is pass this guy, go all the way to the church and sit at the site of grace sooner rather than later. Once we sit at the site of grace, we are safe, and now we go get the silver mirror shield and summon Latina. She will talk to the big lady out there.
O young yet towering sister of ours, let the birthing droplet in and create life for us, for all the Albinorics.
Now let's go talk to
Thank you.
Latana.
I finally...
We get the somber ancient dragon smithing
Our
stone.
young yet towering sister will give us hope. Now that nothing is left unfinished, I will join you in battle to the bitter end. And when then you may...
So now her quest line is done, and from here we'll go all the way to the round table hold. Let's go upgrade our scepter.
Well, I took you've no man to lay out your own.
So this step is also done. Next step is go all the way back to Liurnia of the Lakes. Actually, we can go all the way to Mount Gelmir because this is faster. Let's go to the Cedar Water Terminus site of Grace. And from here, we'll have to go talk to Alexander, but there is a magma worm in the way, so we'll go this way and then around all the way here. You can ignore pretty much everything that is happening in here. We don't care. All we care is reaching here, and over here on this summoning pool, we're going to get in our mimic, get ready to fight the worm that is going to appear. I'm going to hop on Torrent because I want the mimic to pretty much do all the job. And then I can hit the worm. So the mimic, I don't know what happens with the mimic. Now the mimic decided to join. We can hit this guy. And this guy is done. We get an extra dragon heart, but the important thing is now that we're going to talk to Alexander. Let's collect some of this loot.
I hardly think you're here to temper yourself. Your timing, though, is impeccable. I've been making... Just take it.
So...
It's hardly... I won't be able to temper my body such that it'll... Perhaps I'll head east. There's an old saying I've called... Above the lofty clouds.
See, the icy giants and all of that. And from here, we are done talking with Alexander. Now we need to go back all the way to Liurnia of the Lakes, where we will go into the tower over here. Now, we have not done anything in this area, but we have a waypoint here in the Liurnia of the Lake shore. So from here, first let's make sure that it's day. We'll go all the way to the Divine Tower. And that is one of the reasons that we had to finish Runny's quest, or at least advance Runny's quest, is because Runny gave us a inverted hourglass that we need to use in order to get access to the Divine Tower. So the tower has kind of two phases. One is the regular one where we go over here and then we take the elevator all the way up and fight, collect some loot that is up there. The other is we place the inverted hourglass in the pedestal, and that will make. I'm going to skip the cinematics. That will invert the whole place. And instead of having the elevator, now we have a kind of an upside down place. So we're going to start up by killing these guys. There are a lot of handses here. And be careful, do not go forward because it is a hole. There is a hand in each side. And when you get in, there will be a piece of loot that's going to appear here. But we need to take care of that NPC invader that is out there. And we can hit yeah, we're going to try to dispose that invader from a distance. And let me see where he is at the moment. All right, so let's move on. Let's drop over here. Let's collect this piece of loot. And let's see if we can find where is this. Okay, so I think we are more or less safe for the moment. There will be a hand, see, right here. Let's get rid of it. Another one here. Okay, I see you. I see you. And we got rid of that NPC invader, and we can just proceed. I'm going to the other side. I'm not going over here. It's not what I want to do. I want to do glintstone shards. Yeah, that's enough to play with the hands. So let's go over here and then over to this area. There'll be plenty of hands for us to fight, so don't have to worry too much. Yeah. And once we are done with these hands, we'll have to drop into the big guy over here, and then jump to this other guy over here, and then we'll drop careful into the beans. Okay, I think this is the only piece of loot that we'll collect, and it's not really a big piece of loot, just clean stone. And then we'll go back to the elevator, activated. And get out of this madness. Okay, so in this area here, there will be a Godskin noble that we really don't have to fight it. Okay, so we can pretty much ignore this guy. I am not after him at all. All I want to do is pick up my talisman and get going back to the business, because I'm going to have to deal with a fire giant, and I don't want to waste my time with the Godskin duel. Just the Godskin noble. This is not even a duel. So, pretty easy. Let's go up. Get the side of grace, and let's go all the way up and restore the great rune. And we collected what we wanted, so we have our side of grace, and we have the Stargazer talisman that we wanted. So now we can go back all the way here to the giant's grave post, and from here, folks, we will go face the fire giant. So we'll just go all the way over here on this side of grace, and then take this bridge to the fire giant. So I will ignore everything in here, as this is not relevant at all. And this area is crazy as well. It is a lot of big dogs and big things fighting against each other. And there will be a lot of birds, there will be a lot of dogs, and I really don't want hands, really don't want to fight against them. And yeah, there are a bunch of hands are going to be dropping, and all we need to do is just head straight to our side of grace and forget about all of that. And let's rest here at the side of grace, take a look at our runes. So let's go check how many runes we have. 44,500 to 78. So like 35,000, we should be good. So let's go into our inventory and check on the runes. Alright, 7 of those should be good. Now let's get a level here. Alright, so next step is to adjust some of our equipment. So let's go and put the fire negation, and let's go and use our new raised intelligence. This will improve our damage on our stuff. So, and I think we are good. So let's go and face the fire giant. And I will be summoning Alexander to help. That was the purpose, to go all the way to Mount Gilmir. So let's call him, and I will be invoking the Mimic, but only after the initial attack of the Fire Giant. Alexander, it's really good, and the idea here is once he comes after behind me to the Fire Giant, the beast is just going to throw its initial attack against him, and I can escape that massive wave of snow. And I will be going to the side here. Hopefully the giant just throw the snow at Alexander, and that's what he did. Now I can bring in the Mimic, and let's hit his leg. Wrong pot. Alright, so we went halfway, so now it's the second part. We need to hit him right into that eye. Oh, we got a critical, folks. Ooh. Alright, folks, the fire giant is done. Yes. Great job, Alexander. And great job, Mimic. So now, okay, we don't need this anymore. We need to go to the site of grace. And this boss, it is incredible. Where is my site of grace? Wow, that was fantastic, folks, but we needed to defeat the fire giant in order to go to Crumbling Farum Azula, which is the next part that we're going to tackle. So, but for now, let's go touch our site of grace, make sure that we get this. So folks, I'm going to wrap up this episode over here. That was quite intense. And of course, if you're enjoying the videos, please go ahead, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next episode.